During this summer, church, we're going to highlight some of our outreach partners who do a great work in this community, organizations and churches who are really bringing awareness to God and the work that He is doing. This week, we're going to celebrate Together with Love, and I love their mission. Their mission is to combat sex trafficking in Rhode Island. That is a cause that is near and dear to the heart of God, and so Liz is going to tell us a little bit more about that in just a minute. We've had cool opportunities to partner with Together with Love, both financially and by letting them use our space to bring awareness to what the work that they're doing in our community. And so Liz knows a lot more about it than I do, and so she's going to share more right now. Go ahead, Liz.
Thank you so much, Keith. Hi, everyone. On behalf of our leadership team at Together with Love, I just want to take a few minutes to share how very grateful we are to partner with BridgePointe and the impact that it has made on us. The support and love that we have received from this church has made such a tremendous impact and has been such a blessing. Together with Love is dedicated to working with the community to advocate and care for those impacted by sexual exploitation. We advocate for those impacted by educating and bringing awareness of trafficking to the community in Rhode Island. We believe that education is one of the most important ways to shed light on this ongoing crisis while preventing further exploitation from occurring. Over the past 2 years, we have had the privilege of holding 2 different events, awareness events at BridgePointe, one with the student ministry group and another one this past fall with families and individuals over the age of 12. We have also spoken at schools, legislative hearings, and community groups across the state. We also care for those who are impacted through our Bags with Love program. So these bags are carefully filled with toiletries, essential items, clothing, small gifts, and a handmade card with a handwritten note in it. We distribute these to local nonprofits, to DCYF, to law enforcement advocates who support victims, and to individuals through our street outreach efforts. Last July, we held a Bags with Love filling event here at BridgePointe, where we filled over 80 bags with volunteers. Collectively, we have been able to distribute over 200 bags throughout our community. During our street outreach nights, we assemble a team of trained volunteers to go out a couple times a month in Rhode Island to connect with men and women who are either vulnerable to being trafficked or are presently being trafficked. We provide them with bags and any additional clothing and or toiletries. We give them a homemade meal that we've made and a list of community resources and services. We also offer to pray with them if they wish. Many of these men and women on the streets we encounter have little to no possessions or clothing to keep them warm or even basic hygiene products. Our goal is to provide the basic necessities while showing them that they are deeply loved, that there is hope on the other side, and that they are worthy. In the past year of doing street outreach, we have connected with over 50 men and women just on the streets of Providence alone. Due to the generosity of BridgePointe, we have been able to provide hope and show God's love through meeting the basic needs of those living in oppression. Seeing the relief and gratitude that comes from a woman receiving a bag of food who hasn't eaten in days, or giving out cleaning wipes to a man who doesn't have access to a shower, or sharing with a girl with tears in her eyes for the first time that she matters, not only humbles you in seeing the stark realities of what is happening right in front of our eyes, but it also ignites this urgency to address a problem that is continuing to be so pervasive and destructive. In hopeful news, this spring we received reports of several of these women that we have given out multiple bags to, that they have entered themselves into a detox facility and are planning to continue on their journey of healing at a rehabilitation home, which is great. We also recently cared for a young woman who had come from a background of extreme trauma and abuse and was experiencing homelessness. Through the generosity and resources of our community and our partners like BridgePointe, we were able to provide emergency accommodations for her, meals, secure clothing, and transitional housing, where she is now safe and can begin a new life for the first time. And for the first time in a very long time, she's excited about her future. These are truly miracles made possible only by God's grace and provision. We know that the Lord deeply cares for those who are exploited and oppressed. We're so thankful for our community of volunteers, for the partnership with BridgePointe that has allowed us to help shine God's light in the darkness. So we invite you to pray, to join us in praying for the women, men, and children who are presently being trafficked within our state, that they will find freedom, healing, and restoration in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, BridgePointe, for your continued support.
Awesome.